Yo guys, hope that you guys are well. Welcome back to another crypto recap. So we are going to be starting with Bitcoin. So with this rundown, like last time I told you guys, we had stayed below the lower quadrants of that 20-day look back range. Yes, we are far from it now, but we will most likely come back into that and see how they can respect that to the upside. But we ran down with this that I noted to you guys at the start, this fair value gap. They use that to run down. Check that perfect inspection. Ran down. Untraded fair value gap. Untraded fair value gap. So we want to look at them and see how price will respect them in the near future. Can they use that to run up, or will they use that to run down again? So ran down below my drawn liquidity. I marked out this fair value gap, this one in yellow as a almost ultimate, and this red one as a last ultimate. So we saw how we trade below the first fair value gap into the medium one, and then the last ultimate. We came all the way back and traded up. So I would actually like to see how they can use this as an inversion to run again lower to the sell side. After they did that, we can look at a run up, because that's like an ultimate for me. That with this fair value gap. Let me just mark it out for you guys. This. They would want to reach deeper into this fair value gap, because these guys, I don't think they touched it there. No, they did just by an inch. Touched it and then ran up. So they would want to reach deeper into this ultimately. Come down, poach the sell side, and then run up. I'm not calling a bottom, but I expect a turn somewhere around here. Otherwise, they would be looking for all of this sell side. Okay, so just take note of these fair value gaps and look how they respect them. If price decides to close below this fair value gap or SIBI, you can look at them, how they use that to run down and how they respect this fair value gap, and maybe look for upside, or will they break down, close below, and do another run sell side. Going to XRP, we have it's a bit messy with all the annotations, but I'll make sense of it. This is that 20-day look back, the run down. Yes, we had that quick run down, but check this. This is like a just still sell side intact. Yes, they did drop down to it and instantly came out with that drop with a crash, but this is still intact. We can look at how if they can turn around here, or will they come down for the sell side. So again, this bold is that 20-day look back, basically the old 20-day look back, and then this small one is this week's quadrants. So 50% here, almost reaching low quadrant of the 20-day look back, and these are the quadrants of that week. So you guys can see how we respected it. Ran up, closed above this fair value gap. We trade below, traded through it. So we can look at how they can come back maybe and run up, or will they run down to this and maybe run down for, to this quadrant where there is sell side. So let's see how they can how they run with that. This is the upper quadrant, the consequent encroachment of that 20-day look back. We want to see how they respect that. Will they run through it, close below, or are the bodies going to stay below the consequent encroachment, and then we can see some bearishness on XRP. Basically, like, this is like a relief pump for the people that, these guys are pumping, let me get in. Then they could manipulate and run down. On the side of Arbitrum, we have again a messy chart, sorry for that, but I'm keeping all the notes as I explained to you guys, so that you guys can see where we are in the time. So this is the 20-day look back. These are the quadrants of this week. So you guys can see here, we have a daily fair value gap, a SIBI, on the upper quadrant on the week. So annotate that. We have this inversion, not on a quadrant, but as an inversion, maybe a SIBI could act as an inversion fair value gap to the upside if price respects this. We would like to see them keep this range open, this fair value gap, to be, and tap into it and then run up. Ideal scenario. They respected the lower quadrant, check the bodies, respected it. So we want to say, can they run up now? Get above this order block, get above it and run up, or are we gonna still be in a run lower? Polygon, on the side we had south side again, purge, all the south side is purge here. We can't call a low, but in there we have a volume imbalance. They fold it in, but there's a volume balance. Okay, so that volume imbalance, as I said, look how they can return to that and then maybe run up. I don't know where they can turn. There is no stats that we can look at, all charts from Polygon at this level. So they can even run down more. We don't know. Polygon is at the moment in a weird stage. We are below all of the liquidity. So even if we have a minimum retracement, this is a good thing to look at. Wink, wink, you know. I can't say anything, but yeah. While you guys look at this, we can look at maybe like a run up. Look at the charts. Can we close above this order block? Get above it. Get into the quadrants, all the quadrants that we marked out. Can we close above this SIBI and treat it as an inversion to sell side? To all the sell side. Depends on what they want to do. So that is my recap and sort of my lookout on the next week for crypto. As always, if you guys want me to check another asset like Nasdaq or any other indice or anything, let me know and I'll do it for you guys. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Thank you for your guys' support, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.